Hey, good win. I mean, you find a way to get the W. And that's ultimately what we did, and we found a way. Credit to that team. They played hard. We knew they would, and so hard fought game, and I just thought there was a number of things. I thought we started off pretty hot offensively and defensively. Man, getting the 3 and outs, really getting them off the field and really chewing up all the first half. But the turnover going in, the penalties that we had in the red zone, hurt us. A little bit of the details of the passing game hurt us in some things. Thought we ran it pretty good. But ultimately, that one right before halftime, they go for it on 4th down. We stop them. Now we have the ball, and we give it back to them. It didn't cost us anything, and that hurts. So that gives you a little momentum, and they come out, they score after halftime. But what I loved is our offense went down and scored. We answered back. So even when things aren't working perfect, man, we play complimentary football, We go 3 and out, man. Jack Fox, what a massive punt, puts him down there on the 1-yard line. I mean, that's a huge play. And then ultimately, our defense at the end of that game holds. So I'm proud of the way they fought. We did what we had to do, and man, we're going to move forward. We're going to enjoy this first Thanksgiving win since I've been here, and our guys are going to enjoy it. We're going to enjoy it. We got a couple of days off before we're back, getting ready for Green Bay, or players do, and then we're on to the next one. So proud of the guys.
You were dealing with a bunch of injuries there later. Mm-hmm. Guys were kind of cutting through it. Darius was one of them. Just how big was that play and kind of set up the confusion for them there on that sack on 2nd down, and just his play really all day. Got a couple sacks, and it really was a factor.
Yeah, I mean, look, our guys up front, I thought played their tails off. I mean, Darius did some really good things. I thought DJ Reader, man, I thought he was outstanding. Mac, I thought Pascal before he had the injury. I thought Al Muhammad played big for us, man. It was good to get him back in the lineup. He's a relentless player. Gives you all he's got. So great job with the defensive staff. Getting the next guy up, because we did. We got hit pretty good. We lost a number of guys, and so. Those guys stepped up and helped us, and the sack right before the last play of the game was huge.
And can you share your just emotion in that final minute as things were kind of unfolding? It was kind of a while,
Yeah.
Sack, the last play, they went to the locker room with one timeout. Just sure that surprised you with the team. Just kind of everything.
Yeah. Well, I think I really felt like the takeaway was. I really felt like we were going to get a takeaway, like it was coming. I really did, and and that one didn't. But obviously we won the way we did. So no, I didn't expect that, but I'll take it. I did feel like we were going to make a stand. I didn't see it, happening that way. But that's you get in those type of games, and you get in those situations, and you're trying to play off of and do the best you can, because I'm also in my head thinking before that, do we need to, use a timeout, give yourself a chance to answer back if they tie it, but yet, man, you don't, and now you allow them more time to score a touchdown and win the game. You're going through all these scenarios. So, I was just proud of the way the defense held. I felt good about us doing it, holding. I just didn't know how it was going to play out.
Encouraging to escape to a certain degree this game that was so tight, and you seem to be hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, I mean, look, I told the team, that's what I said. If you're not careful, you start grading your own wins, and it's good because you have these standards, the way you think you should play, by your own standards, by what you have. It has nothing to do with the opponent. It's just yourselves. And you know what you're capable of. And so, if you're not careful, you start going too far down that thing, then you start taking wins for granted. And ultimately, man, that's a good win against an opponent that has fought every week. And this was the 3rd game in a row division game that those guys have brought it over there, and so we did what we had to do to win, and we'll clean up the other stuff that cost us some points. I'm not worried about that, but I will take this W, and I'm not going to lose sleep over it.
Yeah, when you say clean up the other stuff, do you include the taunting in that sort of self?
Yeah, and look, that I'll be honest with you, that's already cleaned up. It's already cleaned up, so we're good. And as a matter of fact, you know, J-Mo got right in front of the team a minute ago, unsolicited, and wanted to apologize to his teammates. That's big, man. It's growth, and it's all good.
Curious about the cornerback moves, Mosley late inactive here, and also Arnold not starting. Just curious what went into some of those decisions.
So yeah, Mosley had really pregame had something kind of pop up, and we just didn't feel good about him being able to go, you know, having enough to really go full speed, and that's really what that came down to, you know. And so obviously we got out of this game with him getting any worse, so that's a positive. Who else did you ask about? I'm sorry.
Arnold didn't start it, but came in on the second drive.
Yeah, we just wanted to make sure he was good. You know, I mean, the last we saw him was before Indianapolis, you know, and then he couldn't make that game, and so we just wanted to. We felt good about bringing him to the game. We just kind of wanted to work our way in. We felt good about Vildor and Dorse, and once we got in there and saw him after the next possession, then he was good, and we let him go.
With 2 touchdowns today, how good was it to get him back involved in the red zone?
Who's that? Yeah, it was good. I mentioned it. I feel like this is as healthy as he's been in a while during the season, and you know he's in good shape. You know, and he really brings. You know, sometimes it. You know, I don't want to say you take it for granted, but you know you forget. You know, you forget all that he does for us, and man, he really helps us in the run game, as well as what you see in the pass game. You know, he's a good player, and honestly, he makes the offense better, and he and Brock run right together. You know, it allows us to put Brock where he belongs, which makes him a better player, which in turn makes us a better offense, and so on. Listen, much better. I much better. I will take a W. Look, that's division win number 3, which is huge. Division win, especially in the race we're in right now, and then that's win 11, and it's another conference win. So listen. I feel good, and I'm going to take that W, and I'm going to enjoy this Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving to all of you and all your families and everybody out there. I'm going to enjoy this.
Two things, and just on the defensive line, do you ever feel snake bit with all these injuries? It just seems like one position will keep coming and coming. If there's any update on you guys.
Well, let me ask you this: does it really matter? Like, who cares? You know, and that's the thing. That's what I go back to, man. Hey, well, it doesn't matter. Like, either it is or it isn't, and we get a guy back, or we don't get a guy back, and it like worrying about it and moaning about it and bitching about it. It's like calls, right? It's like the call. It's like Vildor. I could sit there and throw a fit about it. What does it matter? You know, it's called. It's done. So I know this. Whoever we have available, we're going to get them ready to play, and we expect them to hold the line. Period. You got to do your job, and everybody around you is looking for you to do your job. So we'll give you the best opportunity to have success, or put you in the best position to have success, and man, and we'll go. And if we got to do something different, we got defensive injuries, that makes us do something different offensively, and special teams will do that. If it's offensive, we'll play a little different on defense or special teams, and we'll find a way to balance the levies.
Do either of those guys seem serious? Josh or Levi?
I feel like it'll be okay. It could be a little bit. You know, they could be down for a bit. Look, I'll be honest with you. I think Rodrigo's the one that could be the worst. And I don't know how significant it'll be just yet, but he's the one I fear a little bit could be down.
And then Vildor, you brought him up. You know, he caught a lot of slings, obviously, for the play in the championship game last year and last week. Just any thoughts on that penalty? It seemed questionable to some people. How do you?
Yeah, I mean, look, I didn't have a problem with the coverage. That's probably the best way to say it. You know, I thought those guys were competing for the ball, and I liked his coverage there. And look, I love the way. That's why Vildor's here, man. We love the way he competes. Like, you don't worry about him. It's too big for him, or he's not going to go out there and he's not going to fight the guy. He's not like, you know. We know exactly what he is, and we love it. We love who he is and the way he plays.
Thanks, guys.
Yep.